Hello, hello, friends. This is Kitty-Kalamari, and today I want to talk about what I do when I have art block because it's a thing that every artist has to deal with at some point in their lives. For me personally, I get art block when I either have zero ideas or I just can't draw. Like I'm physically incapable of drawing something. Like I try to put pen to paper and it's like, nothing looks right. Nothing feels right. And so I have many ways I try to deal with this. And they all go back to the basic principle of it doesn't need to be perfect. What I like to do is I like to take and I only do this occasionally, so it's not like something I do all the time, so don't expect this from me. But I like to take art requests. And that kind of helps with the I don't know what I want to do aspect of it. I don't have to think. I just have to do, you know? So the video in the background is art requests that I took from the Nemesis Bloodreich Discord server. It's a private server, so you can't get in at this time. Yeah, sorry about that. But my friend Nemi is really into Death Battle. And like one thing I've noticed about Death Battle people, or just one thing I've noticed about Death Battle fans is that they know a lot of stuff. They're super mega ultra nerds in like the best way possible. They have such a vast knowledge of a lot of characters and a lot of shows because, you know, part of Death Battle is knowing each character's stats, their feats, their like abilities, who they scale to and stuff like that. So that's a huge body of knowledge. And so that helps because I get to draw characters I've never heard of or I've heard of but don't know a lot about. And then there's this person that's like super passionate about this character because, nerds be nerds. I love me and my nerds. I don't say that in a mean way. I love me and my nerds. I am nerd too. But that helps taking art requests because that gets rid of the just the pressure on myself to come up with an idea. And another part of that is because it's an art request and not something that I have to do or anything that is expected to be of quality because I'm not getting paid for this. It can be shitty. It can be a terrible drawing. Or it could be great, don't be mean to people. But personally, that's the liberating part of it, is that you don't have to create something perfect. You just have to create for creation's sake. And that's very liberating. Another thing that I suggest if you have art block is to try to draw with a non-dominant hand. And I'm right-handed, so sometimes I like to draw with my left hand just because the doodles are going to be really bad, but they're going to be comedically bad. And at the end of it, I'm going to create something that's going to be funny for me to look at, and it's going to bring me joy. Even if it's not like a super amazing art piece, it's just something that I made and I enjoyed making. Sometimes I like to draw little flowers, even though I don't know many flowers by memory. I'm not good at flowers. But a lot of people like to draw flowers because for a lot of people, it's something they have muscle memory of. And that's also good too. Drawing something you have a lot of muscle memory for is great because it's just exercise. And it, again, doesn't need to be perfect. Doesn't need to be amazing. It just needs to be made for creation's sake and for your own sake. Your own personal reasons for wanting to create art. Those are also important. For me, it's always been something that's made me happy and helps me occupy my time. And it's relaxing. So, sometimes I don't want to think about it. I just want to do, Don't think, just do. Have fun. Just vibe. And so sometimes, for me personally, because I have a lot of muscle memory for drawing faces, because anatomy kicks my butt all the time, and just faces are really easy. So, I might fill a page with like 20 faces, different kinds of faces, different hairstyles. They might not be OCs, they might just be random ass faces that I came up with on the spot. And they might all be in 3/4 view looking to the right, which, or they might all have same face. Who knows? But the point is, I created something, I finished it, it is done, it exists, and I had fun making it. There was no stress, there was no expectation. Sometimes you just have to get that behavioral momentum. You just got to do a thing so that you're already, in the mindset to create. Give yourself a little push of something easy so that you can accomplish something greater. And, no pressure, because again, you're not reaching for perfection. You're not trying to create something amazing, fantastic, whatever. And that's like an important thing. Everything you create doesn't have to be amazing. Sometimes you just got to create for you and reconnect with what, brought you to art in the first place. And, obviously if you make, you're living off of art, you need to get that coin, but you also need to get that coin in a way that doesn't hurt you. We all need to live, but we all need to thrive. So grain of salt always, all the time. Yeah, so that's how I like to deal with art block, is to just go and come at art with a different perspective. Take the pressure off. Do something easy so that I can accomplish something greater later on. Just chilling, just vibing. Take the pressure out of it. That's what works for me personally. What do you do? That's what I want to know. If you want to comment, you can. Sometimes when art is difficult, it's because we put expectations on ourselves. And the best way to combat that is to just create without expectation, without pressure, and just trust the process. Have fun, treat ourselves well, and maybe get some funny art out of it. Take the pressure off. Chill. Create for yourself. And what happens, happens. Anyway, this has been a kitty ramble, I guess. I hope y'all are doing well. Let me know what you do when you have art block. I'm kind of curious. I think everyone has their own unique way of battling the block, and, let's help each other. Anyway, bye-bye. Love y'all.